Hello, family. I'm back. I'm upright, walking, and before my back went out, I promised my husband Swedish meatballs. So here we are today to make Swedish meatballs with mashed potatoes, and I'm not sure what vegetable yet, but can't keep me down for long. I'm a weeble wobble. I get right back up. So come join me. Look at the size of those goldfish. These are the ones that were in the pond last year. That big one there, her name is Cleo. My husband loves her. But we got another aquarium for the little goldfish that are in the pond this year. So we'll separate them and then they can go back in the pond next year. Okay, we're going to start the Swedish meatballs. First I'm going to get my gloves on. Gotta have those gloves on. I don't want to touch raw meat. Yucky. Okay. And I've got potatoes on to boil for mashed potatoes. I'm using real potatoes. My husband usually likes the instant mashed potatoes, but that's not what he's getting this time. So I'm gonna bring you closer to my stuff here, but I'm gonna show you first what I got going here. Okay, I got a pound of hamburger, which the recipe actually calls for half pork and half beef, but I'm sticking with all beef. 4 tablespoons of butter. This will come later with my sauce. I've got onion and garlic, Parmesan cheese, panko crumbs, an egg, milk, and flour. And I will put the recipe in the description. I'm not going to fry the meatballs, I'm going to bake them. So I've got a pan ready with parchment paper. And I got the oven on 400 degrees. We finally have a cool enough, the fall weather has came into being, so what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to saute my onion and my garlic. So I'm going to get my pan going here. I'm just going to put a tablespoon of olive oil in there. And I am changing the recipe up a bit to, there's some things in here my husband won't eat, so sometimes you have to adapt to your family's taste. Okay, we're going to get this going here. Get that warmed up so I can get the onion in there. I think you just heard me shutting the cupboard door. You thought it was the door, the outside door. Okay. I'm going to put the meat. This is good meat. I got this at Costco. I like Costco hamburger. I just, it's a little expensive, but I've always had good luck with it. I like the ones that are meat at the meat market, the Feelings Meats that I go to, but this one is my next best. Okay. Let's get, I put up, it's about a half an onion. That's what I put in there. I'm just going to let that soften up a little bit before I put the garlic in there.
Nummy nummies. You're hungry, aren't you? You're so hungry, girl.
All right. So this is looking really good, this onion right now. So now I'm going to add 2 cloves of garlic. I opened up my windows and my door today to let the air in here, the full fall air. And of course I'm suffering for it. But I can handle a runny nose and a little bit of wheezing, I guess. Gotta get this fresh air in this house. So the summer air conditioned air and get some fresh. Okay, now I don't want to give this is really hot, so I'm turning it off because I don't want that garlic to brown that fast. It browns fast. Okay, now I put my 2 cloves of garlic in there. You didn't get to see that because I didn't have the camera on it. But it's pretty much ready now, so. Okay. All right. Now what I want to do, now my potato water looks like it's getting done. So now I want to add I think I'm going to want to add the onions to this. And the panko crumbs. Parmesan cheese, and I'll put the amounts in the description. I just want to kind of get this mixed up before I add the other stuff. Just start it here. I could have used a bigger bowl, but I'm not thinking too straight today. I'm still on muscle relaxants, which makes me pretty slow, but it keeps me upright. And okay, now I'm going to add 1 beaten egg. And I think it's one third. I think it was 1/3 cup milk. Get that mixed up good. I'm so glad they invented latex gloves. Ugh. I used to hate doing this without gloves. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of salt, and some pepper, and give that another mix here. Now the recipe calls for allspice and nutmeg, but no, my husband would not eat it. So I'm not going to add it because this is for him anyway. Alright, I'm taking these off. These are gross. I'll put new ones on. You ever try to get new gloves on when you have sweaty hands? You have to be talented, definitely. It's a special, okay, a magician or something. I don't know what you got it. Oh my goodness. I'm fighting with gloves. I can't believe it. Gloves? I'm the boss, not you. Alright, keep an eye on my potatoes here too. I'm going to put these roll them like this and put them on the baking sheet. These with this should work out good. Yeah, I haven't had, boy, my back hasn't gone out in like 2 years. 2 years ago, I was in physical therapy, and because before that, it had been years since it happened. But 2 years ago was because I was shoveling snow. And this time, believe it or not, it happened when I was doing my physical therapy exercises, which I've been faithful to do every day for 2 years. I don't know what happened. So, it's just weird. So, my doctor, she knows my back, so she gave me some muscle relaxant. Of course, my husband made me stay in bed, which is really hard for me because I want to get things done. And that morning, I had started a big pot of chili and bread and the whole thing for chili dinner. A big pot of chili, and I was starting, and I had to finish it because I thought, we got to eat. I want my husband to eat for the next few days. So I finished that, got that cooking, but that was nice because he was able to eat. We were able to eat chili for a few days, and I didn't have to cook. But yeah, back in the year 2000, something like that, 2001, I ended up really, really bad. And they did an MRI, and they sent me to a specialist because they couldn't believe it that I was in my 40s and I had already, the last 4 discs in my spine had already disintegrated. And they just said that we've just never seen that in such a young age. So at that time I was doing a lot of traction, I hated pain pills, and that's what they had me on, because I couldn't get out of bed without the pain pills. And so that was a rough time. And then I do not like taking pills. I've never liked it. And at one time in my life, I had a different doctor, and he had me on 26 pills a day. And I was so sick from those pills. And I got a different doctor, and I was able to go off all those pills. But, okay, these potatoes. But I was just praying one day, and I said, you know, Lord, I don't want to be on these pain pills the rest of my life. I just don't. And I said, something's got to happen. I'm going off the pain pills, and I'm expecting you to heal me. And it wasn't long after that one day I was praying for my son's friend. And during that prayer for my son's friend, I felt like heat, like fire, go down my spine from my neck all the way down. And from that moment on, my back pain left me. So I was done with the back pain for probably like once every 10 years. It would flare up, and I would get muscle relaxants for a few days. But other than that, I was like, this is great. I don't have to take those pain pills again. Okay, I'm putting the meatballs in the oven for about 20 minutes. These potatoes are done, so I'm going to drain these. I'm going to put some butter in there. I'm not talking very well today, am I? That's all right. We're doing a real thing here. This is real. Some days are not like the others. We keep going and stay busy and serve others. I'm going to squish these down like this. Get them started. If I make them really fluffy, my husband will like them. So I'm going to add a little bit of milk. There we go. Fluffy potatoes. I'm going to put a lid on this so it doesn't. Now, I got some beans here that I had in the freezer. So I'm going to put those in here. I'm going to let those cook down. I'm going to get those hot and get some butter in those because they're already been cooked. So So lately, my doggy, who I thought loved me a lot, when I'm cooking, she runs to Daddy and gets lots of hugs and lovin's. So I'm completely out of the picture now when it comes to cooking. But as soon as it's done, she wants some. Okay, now I'm going to get this butter going here. The meatballs should be done pretty soon. I'm going to add some butter too to the beans here. That should be good. I don't want to add too much butter. Don't need that much butter. Alright. I got 4 tablespoons of butter and 4 tablespoons of flour. And I want to get a roux going here, so. Just do it this way. Cook that a little bit. I want to cook that a little bit here. Okay, that looks good. Now I'm going to add 1 cup of beef broth. Slowly. Stirring constantly. Now I'm going to add another 1/2 cup of beef broth, which is about what the can holds, 1.5 cups. I'm going to add 1/2 cup of chicken broth, which I made earlier. I bought a rotisserie chicken, and I boiled the bones and the skin. So, and that'll give it a little richer flavor. You can also add 2 cups of beef broth and like a smidgen of chicken base. And you say, what is a smidgen? A smidgen is about like a teaspoon. So yeah, those beans are looking good too. Okay, now what I want to do, I got about 1/2 cup of sour cream, and I want to add about half of it. You know, let's put it all. I'm going to put all of it in here. It's about 1/2 cup. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to add some of this juice, this broth in here. Some of the gravy, add it to the sour cream. And give that a stir. Now I'm going to add that to the gravy. We'll turn it down because we don't need it boiling that hard. I'm just going to give that a good stir. That's looking really good. Smells so good. I'm going to add a little bit of pepper too. Okay, my beans look like they're done, so I'm going to turn them down on simmer. Just on a little bit of simmer. Now I'm going to check my meatballs because they've been in there about 20-25 minutes. Don't those look good? So much easier than frying them all too. I'm gonna split one open. Oh yeah, they're done. So I'm gonna add that to that. Turn this down a lot more here. There we go. Almost lost the meatballs. The meatball got away. I know that's a song, but we're not gonna let that be a song today. Hey! Gonna let those simmer a little bit and we'll be ready to plate up. Now I don't, if you remember from my garden video, I had scarlet runner beans and they get these really long pods. Well, this is what they're all dried up and brown, ready to harvest for seeds for next year. And this one's got 6 seeds in it. And I harvested a whole bunch of them today and I got a lot more green ones out there ready to dry up. So yeah, they're really fun for the hummingbirds. And they climb everything and they got pretty red flowers. We gotta have some potatoes on there. And I'm just doing this for the picture. I'm not going to eat this, so you YouTubers, you know what I mean. I'll put some meatballs right here. Put some gravy over the mashed potatoes, over the meatballs. Put some beans here. There we go, right? Look at that. Doesn't that look yummy? So thanks for joining me today for Swedish meatballs with sour cream gravy and beans and mashed potatoes. Yummy. Let's taste it. I want to taste the mashed potatoes first. That gravy has such a rich flavor. Let's try the meatballs. Yep. Yep, he's going to be happy. Definitely. So, thank you to my subscribers and my new family members. We're all family here. And thank you for being patient, waiting for me to recover, and for the prayers. I really believe your prayers helped. I know they did, because within 2 days, the pain was gone. I had a husband who thought he was my doctor and restricted me for another few days. So, but we'll see you next time for something different. And remember to like and share my videos so YouTube knows I'm out there. I'm working to 1,000 subscribers, family members. And now remember, stay busy and serve others. Bye for now.